I think the weatherman may have lied to me today because the forecast did not call for rain. But I'm out here today and the drizzle is already hitting me. So the goal for today, I told you guys when I was out here yesterday, I would come back out and maybe do a little offshore fishing today. So we're going to do that, see how that looks. I pulled up on a spot already and I noticed that there are some fish out here getting posted up. So we're going to see what we can do. Not going to stay at spots too long. And as always, just bear with me getting everything set up. I'll show you the lures and everything that I plan on using right now. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. Make sure you hit the like button on your way in, guys. It really does help out the channel, helps push things out. All right, so here we go. Up first, we're going to be throwing a topwater Sammy. I just bought this one the other day. It's a little bit smaller than the size that I normally use. I just threw this out there. First cast, had a fish come up, swipe at it, and missed it. This is being thrown on 12-pound monofilament line. This rod and reel setup. This is a 7'3" medium heavy Ducket T-Rex. So this is the T-Rex series, medium heavy, 12-pound monofilament. The reel itself is a 7.3-1. I don't know if you can see that right there, 7.3-1 Concept Z spinning reel. So we're going to be throwing that. The other thing that I wanted to work on today was uh, trying to get my fluke game up. I know somebody in the chat kept saying throw a fluke, throw a fluke. So I went ahead and got a fluke set up. And for this, I need to make some long casts with it. So I have a brand that seems like it's a little heavier than the other brands that I have been using in the past. So that way I can get a longer cast out there. Throwing this on a spinning reel. This is going to be a Ducket Micro Magic 7-foot medium. So that way I can get some good flex in there, get a good long cast. I have this on 10-pound high vis yellow braid, and that is going to 10-pound Seagar. What is that? Seagar Braze X. So hopefully that'll help me get some longer cast out here. I'm gonna throw this out there, let it sink, and then work that through these schools of fish. I see some that are out here suspended, and it looks like we may have to start dodging some rain, guys. So I may have to crank up and take off and get out of here because in the distance, I don't know if you guys can tell out there in the distance, whenever you start seeing the trees, like how you can see they're bright green right here, but when you look in the distance and they start kind of looking shaded, kind of that gray back there, that means there's a rain storm or some rain headed my way. And generally, what I can do is kind of look and see the area where the rain is uh, not hit yet, and kind of go around it out here on the lake because I can kind of see the clouds and everything like that. But we'll see. We'll see, guys. Hopefully, I won't get out here and get drenched because the forecast did not call for rain at all. And once again, guys, I'm about to go ahead up here and get started. But as you come into the chat, please actually drop a one in the chat if you guys can hear me. I want to make sure everybody can hear me, okay? And make sure you hit the like button too, guys. Let's ease up a little bit closer on these fish. They're about 50 feet out. All right, there we go. That was a decent cast. Now let's see if they'll react to this bait. So right now I'm throwing this fluke, but for me, fishing with a fluke isn't one of my ideal techniques that I like to use. But I want to get out here and practice with it and get a little bit better. All right, in the chat, I see you guys dropping that one. Really appreciate it, guys. What's going on? Shout out to the money team. We got Steve Wimpy checking in. All right, we have Jody. What's going on, Jody? Chris Henderson says top water setup, not type. What is that? Fleischman. Curious. All right, so I'm throwing this on a fluke right now. I showed you guys that setup. It's a Ducket Micro Magic 7-foot medium spinning rod, and I have that a lose reel with 10-pound high vis yellow as my main line, and then this is 10-pound Seaguar Abrase X line. Um, that's just in case they pull me down into a brush pile or something like that, like using that Abrase X. And there we go, a nice simple setup with that fluke. Got the hook exposed on that, so I'm casting this out there, letting it drop down into those fish and bringing it across them. I've thrown this fluke out there. Like I said, the fluke is not really my ideal technique, but I want to get out here and just start trying something a little different. And yeah, I can see that rain creeping up on me. Man, why did the weatherman lie to me like this? I can see the sun, the blue skies that way, but out here, look at it, guys. Can you see the rain coming? The rain is coming for your partner. It's coming to get me. I may have to pack up and try to run around and get away from this rain. Actually, let me just see which way it's headed. The trials and tribulations of fishing. All right, so let me see, a Flemish knot. So I tied an improved Alberto knot. That is what I use to tie my braid to fluorocarbon. And let me just show you how small that knot looks. So it goes through the guides pretty well. I Most of the time I will tie a double uni knot is the one that I use most of the time. All right, so let's hop back up here and see what these fish are doing. If this rain, which it does look as though it is headed right towards me. All right, I think I know what we can do with this one, guys. So those fish are set up pretty good. And like I showed you guys a minute ago, I just bought this. It's just a little bit smaller of a Sammy, little different color. Kind of liked it. You know how sometimes you want to. All right, but this one definitely does not cast as far as that other one does. But the action is pretty good. The action is pretty good. Let me just adjust my brakes on there a little bit. All right, there we go. It's getting a little bit further out there. Took it too far down. All right, so I think this may work, guys. Let's see if we can catch something before this rain comes in and gets me too bad. All right, so these fish are about 60 feet out, so we're going to head out a little closer. And that is not working. Casting into this wind is not working out for me, guys. So the wind is picking up. The rain is on its way. The weatherman lied. The weatherman lied. Make sure you guys hit the like button on your way in. It looks like what we're going to have to do is take off and start running. I have to get away from this rain. Going to head to Lanier in a couple of hours. What's going on, Timothy Turner? Said you're going to be out here. Oh, yeah, you know I'm out here on Lanier trying to make some things happen. All right, the Monkey Finesse says, what gear are you using? So I stepped through the gear, so just rewind back just a little bit, but I showed you the lures that I was using, went through the setup and everything like that. All right, Steve Whippy says, no, what is that? No rain here in Conyers. Oh yeah, let's just take a look around, guys. Can you see the trees? See how that looks green right there? Now look at those over there. See how they're kind of gray? That means there's rain in between me and those trees, and it is headed my way. So what I have to do now is I have to try to run and outrun this rain. So let me just show you what my setup is back here, guys. Can you see that? I'm rolling in that Merc 250, that Merc 250. So that should get me give me a little bit of speed to be able to get away from this rain. But man, these fish over here, they were ready. They were ready to bite. But I don't want to stay out here and get drenched and get my equipment and stuff drenched. So we'll just pack up and head, go around these clouds, and then we'll I might come back over here. Probably not. Probably not. I probably won't come back over here because we're gonna take off and get away from this rain and just see if we can find some fish some other place. All right, man. I don't know which way to go. I want to go that way, but I can see the rain over there. I want to go that way, but that doesn't look too promising. This way definitely doesn't look promising. Like the rain is already over there. The only direction that looks like I can go and hope the rain continues the other way is to head over here towards the dam. Ugh, man, and it's kind of chilly out here today too. All right, let's go ahead and crank up and just kind of ease away around this storm. Man, I hate that. Those fish were ready too. They already came up. Actually, right before I started the camera, they had already came up and hit the bait, but I missed it. I missed it. But yeah, so I can see some blue skies over here. So I'm just gonna ease on out of the way of this rain for now. Are you guys able to see this rain coming down? Can you see it? If you can see the rain, just put yes in the chat. I'm gonna go ahead and get on plane real quick, so just bear with me, guys. All right, there we go, putting that Merc 250 to work. All right, let's just check things out over here. It doesn't look like I'm gonna be able to hide, guys. The rain is gonna get me. Oh man, all back through here. The rain is already over there. So I tried to get to the right to the edge of this cloud, but it's big. It's a big one. All right, let's see. Stephen Wimpy says, yes, sir, I see the rain. Shout out to Cool C. He says, yes, I see it. All right, Stephen Wimpy says, you need goggles, bro. Oh yeah, I needed some goggles on for that run. Let me see. Let me see. The monkey finesse says that Merc putting in work. Oh yeah. Chris Henderson says rain puts oxygen into the upper thermal layer. No lightning. Got to fish same conditions in a tournament. Yeah, yeah, and man, it's why did it say it was gonna be partly sunny or something like that? Maybe that's later on. Hopefully this rain doesn't last long. Hey guys, if you could, please hit the like button as you come in. It definitely helps the channel and helps push these videos. I'm gonna try to stay out here in the rain for you guys today. So just in case anybody wants to know, we are right over here by the dam at Lake Lanier. So we were out here yesterday. You guys saw we just did some shallow fishing. All right, so we're out of the rain now. We're right on the edge of it. And looking back where we just came from, yeah, it's rain all over there. There's rain everywhere over there. Man, I definitely did not dress with a. Oh, no. I just took my rain suit out of the boat so that I could wash it and reapply the. I I don't even have my rain suit with me, guys. Looks like we're gonna be roughing it today. All right, Bass Fishing 336 says double tap the screen. Likes are free. There we go. That's right, guys. Make sure you hit that like button. It really, really does help. All right, Bass Fishing 336 says rain makes corn. Ah, man, I'm out here in the rain with no rain suit. Man, buy these expensive rain suits. I just took it out of the boat yesterday so that I could wash it, and I did not wash it yet. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, that's the way it goes. We'll see. So I'm gonna hop back up here and just kind of scout around. But yeah, make sure you guys continue to hit that like button. If you've already hit the like button, type the word like in the chat. I really appreciate the support of the channel. Let's hop up here and just look around. So today is going to be a offshore forward facing sonar day, supposedly. So we'll see how that goes. I mean, to me, it's a fun technique. You can get out on the lake and have some fun with it. And I just so happened to run up on looks like a school of fish. If we had Cove Ultimate Fishing in the chat, he may be able to tell me if those are crappie out there or bass. But those look like some bass just sitting right on top of some cover. So let's see. Man, I do not like this. Let me get this back over here before I pull these fish off of this cover. But this new bait that I'm throwing, I like the size of it, but it just doesn't have enough weight to it to get that cast out as far as I would like it to go. There we go. That's a little bit better now. Uh-oh. Is he going to come up and get it? All right. So I saw some fish come up and look at it, but they did not take the bait. Let's get back out there. So I see some fish out there. This thing is definitely not casting far enough. So I probably have to change this bait out. Unless I can get these brakes set right. Because I like getting long casts. There we go. There we go. Yeah, they came and looked, but they didn't come and take anything. Looks like there's some more out that way. Oh man. Okay. All right. We're finding some stuff out here, guys. Just waiting for that rain to go away. All right. Yeah. So that rain is all back there now. So I just gotta wait it out. See how big that cloud is. Oh man, it's getting a little cold out here. All right. Appreciate it. All right. I see you guys hitting the like button for me. All right. Bass Fishing 336 says, at least someone caught the reference. You're trying to get frisky with my. All right. Whiskey makes them frisky. All right. It looks like I did not dodge the rain. Are you guys still able to see this rain coming down in the camera? Try a jacket. I don't have my gear out here with me. I actually just took it off the boat. So no rain gear. It isn't too cold out here. It isn't too bad. Out here fishing by the dam, enjoying a nice rainy day that was not supposed to be rainy. It was a setup. They tricked me. All right, so it's some nice looks like some nice cover down there for these fish to come up on. So those fish followed the bait all the way back to the boat, but did not take it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Looks like the rain shifted on me. Ah, man, oh man. Yeah, looks like the rain is gonna get me, guys. All right, cool. C says yes, we see it. All right, Daniel says looks like you're in a good spot. Yeah, it's pretty decent. Let me see. Chris Henderson says sound quality excellent. Video excellent. All right, really appreciate that. Now let's see if the fish participation is excellent. Out here fishing in the rain, guys. The weatherman duped me. All right, so these fish aren't coming up. So what I'll do is I'll get something and go down there to where the fish are at. So now we're gonna switch over to a shaky head, spinning reel. I have 15 to 20 pound high vis yellow braid on there, and I throw this on 12-pound fluorocarbon. On this, I have a double uni knot, is what I have tied on. So I'm gonna get this all the way out there, see if those fish are down on the bottom. Hopefully, I won't get caught up in these rocks. As you know, there's a lot of rocks and stuff down here by this by the dam. Man, the rain is starting to pick up. Ah, it got me, guys. The rain got me. These raindrops are getting pretty big. Bass Fishing 336 says try the donkey rig. Well, I'm not in a donkey rig situation just yet. And I'd actually need to get that set up to where I can get some good long casts, because that's really one of the keys with that is to get some real long casts. And I'm looking. I do not see any refuge from this rain. Man, that weatherman, he tricked me, guys. Cool C says no rain my way. That's right. It wasn't supposed to be rain. The forecast did not call for rain. But where I'm at, you know how it says rain percentage, 20%, 10%, stuff like that. Where I'm at, it's 100% because it's actually raining. But that is not what the weather report said. All right, for anybody that is just tuning in, make sure you hit the like button. We're out here doing some fishing in the rain. It was not supposed to be raining. So I don't know how long I will be able to make it out here today before I have to call it quits and head in. But hopefully this rain will pass through. It won't be long. Then I'll have to head home, get dried off. All right, so Chris Henderson says, where are you today? So I'm down here by the dam. You see that? Just trying to see what I can make happen in the rain. Yeah, so if for anybody that is just tuning in, welcome to the channel. Please consider subscribing to the channel. We are growing. We're growing pretty fast, guys. We hit the 11,000 subscriber mark. All right, DL Pick Fishing said he hit like at number 16. Really, really appreciate that. I'm out here on Lake Lanier, Chris. I see you asking what lake. So I'm out here on Lake Lanier. And I hate it that the rain has come because that's going to stop me from being able to run as much as what I wanted to because I can't really run in the rain to different spots in the boat and keep the camera on, all this kind of stuff. So yeah, the rain is starting to come down, but at least I mean I fished when it was like raining and 30 something degrees. I think it's probably in the 70s maybe the temp out here. So it's a little chilly. So I don't know. It kind of feels like it may be a little, yes, 70 something like that. All right, so I'm sitting right on the drop off. So I'm in 47 feet of water, but I'm casting all the way up to probably like 5 feet or less, something like that. All right, let's see. Let's see. What's going on, Henry? Henry says, what are you looking for? I'm looking for some spotted bass, maybe a largemouth or two. All right, let's see. What is your biggest largemouth? My biggest largemouth is 8.57, 8.57 pounds. And my biggest spot is 5 pounds 11 ounces. I had the scale set on different readings. So right now I'm using my live imaging. I'm able to see some fish out here, see them moving around and everything, but for some reason they are not cooperating. I'm hoping this rain does not last too long, but I'm looking out there in the distance, and it's not looking too good for the home team, guys. Oh, check this out. Let me tell you guys a story. So when I got my first bass boat, it was a fish and ski. And I was learning how to use a trolling motor, all this kind of stuff. And I went fishing one day and I checked the weather report. Weather report looked as though it was going to be a great day, nice sunny day or whatever. So I get out on the lake and it starts raining. And I'm like rushing, trying to get back to the dock and get the boat out of the get it loaded up so I can head back home. And there was a friend of mine that was kind of giving me tips and everything about how to run the boat, how to use the boat and everything. So I'm looking and rain is just coming down and drenching all my dashboard, all across the boat and everything. And so I got in my truck and I called my friend. I was like, man, I was like, I broke my boat, man. My new boat that I just got. It wasn't a new boat, but it was new to me. And I was like, man, I just got the boat. And I was like, I said, it's broke now. He was like, well, what happened? He was like, did you break down? I was like, no. I was like, it's raining. He was like, okay. He was like, so what happened? I said, it's rain. There's rain all in my boat. It got all over the console and the steering wheel, everything. It's all wet. And he started laughing. And he was like, so you think your boat's broke because it's got caught in the rain? And I was like, yeah. And then he was like, man, he was like, boats. He was like, it's gonna be fine. He was like, boats can get wet. I had just started, guys. It was my first boat, and I didn't really even think about that. So he thought that was so funny. And at the time, I was feeling bad because I was like, I can't believe it. My boat got drenched. My electrical stuff is gonna go bad. So I thought it was over. All right, so let's see. Bass Fishing says if you need a super long cast, tie on a 3/4 ounce Carolina rig. Okay, all right. Yeah, actually that's what I have in the rod locker. I just put that back in there yesterday. Let me see. Who is this? Who is this checking in? The unarmicist. What is that? The unarmicist thought says you want that rain, bro. It's oxygen. It's oxygenation, which should get them fish biting. Yeah, I mean, I want the rain, just not on me. Is there a way we can compromise with that? How can I get the rain, but without the rain getting on me? Man, look at this. I don't know if you guys can see it, but my arms and everything are all soaked. Yeah, so it's getting me, guys. It's getting me. But yeah, thought I broke my boat. At least I'm not the only one out here getting wet, but more than likely those guys over there have their rain suits on. Man, I can't believe I just took my rain suit out of the boat. Yeah, and it's getting a little chilly out here, guys. And I do not see the end of this rainstorm. So hopefully what I'll do is, because I don't know. We might have to cut it short, guys. I'm trying to hang in there. Let's see. Umbrellas are a thing. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if bass fishing does bass fishing and umbrellas go together. If you think bass fishermen should be out here with umbrellas, or should we just take it like a man? I mean, how should we handle that? If bass fishermen should use umbrellas, put yes in the chat. If no, put no way. Bass fishing, we don't use umbrellas. What do you guys think? What do you guys think in the chat? Should bass fishermen be fishing with umbrellas? All right, I can see that one right there on the screen. So there's some nice rocks, some nice cover and everything down there. The rain is kind of slacking off a little bit, but looking in the distance, it does not look like it is going to be dying down anytime soon, guys. All right, let's see. What do you guys think about umbrellas? Chris Henderson says, hell no, another lightning rod. Uh-oh, wait a minute, what does that mean? All right, cool. See, he says, no way, bro, we don't use umbrellas. We thug it out here. All right, Stephen Wimpy says, no, no, no. No umbrellas. Man, I see some nice fish suspended right over here, but they are not cooperating. Let me just try this different cast. Man, I can't believe it got me like this. The rain got me. All right, guys, can we get 5 more likes? Can we get up to 25 likes? Is there anybody in the chat that has not hit the like button yet? Man, this isn't good. Not getting any bites out here in the rain, but I am fishing. I am still fishing. So it's not all bad. Oh, and something I want everybody to take note of. I leave my life vest on. Whenever you guys are out here fishing, especially if you're by yourself, you want to have something that's comfortable. Man, the rain is picking up even more. But you want to have something that is comfortable that you can leave on because you never know what type of accident you could have. You could slip and fall, you can hit your head. Anything can happen when you're out here, guys. So you want to make sure that you stay on the safe side. Just put on an inflatable life vest, at least something that you can leave on So if you do have an accident fall in the water, this thing will inflate, and the way that this is made, it will float you so that you're facing up in case there's some type of accident or something like that. All right, the rocks got me. The rocks and rain, the rocks got me. Okay, all right, guys. It's starting to clear up back that way now, so we'll see. Now, actually, I want the sun to come out because I need some heat. All right, we're hung up. Let's see if I may have to break it off. Yeah, looks like the lake said, give me that. It is not going to give it back. Yep, so that broke off. Did it break off at the knot? Ah, why did it break off at the knot? Well, let's put that down and pick up this top water. Walk this around a little bit. At least the wind is gone. Man, I could have stayed out there where I was at. Where I could actually tell that there were some fish. But we'll just walk this top water along this riprap and see what happens. How are we looking on the likes, guys? Are they treating me right? Do we need the likes police in the chat? All right, let's just scout around. Let's scout around and look around and see what we can see. What are you guys talking about in the chat over here? Cody says my mega only works in the top left corner, about a half inch. Rest of the screen is blank. I've tried everything. You said you've tried everything. Hmm. So whenever I first boot mine up, sometimes it does that before it starts running completely. But I would just try turning everything off, maybe even disconnecting stuff, but make sure you turn all the power completely off and just reset everything and see if that helps at all. All right, I see a little something right there. Let's see what that is. All right, there's some fish in there, but none of them followed it. Let's try a fluke. I told you guys I wanted to work on my fluke technique a little bit more. So the best time to do that is in a non-tournament situation. Oh my goodness, guys, I just had a hit. Ah, Okay. Oh my God. Just hit it again, guys. Okay, so I had 2 hits on that fluke just now. 2 hits on the fluke. So I need to be ready now. I have to stay ready. All right, here he comes. All right, they are coming after this fluke. Let me pull back off of them now. All right, so they're coming after this fluke. I may need to change the hook in there and put more of a finesse hook in there. And the fluke I'm throwing is kind of a bigger fluke. All right, now these fish are coming out and they're active, guys. All right, so now let's change that up a little bit. I hate it. I hate that I missed them. All right, what's going on? Let's see. Cody Miller says, "Thank you. I will try taking it all off." Yeah, I would just disconnect and reconnect everything. It just sounds like it's not booting up completely. Oh man, that was lovely. That was lovely. But now if they put their lips on this right here, they're not gonna get away. This is my baby right here. Let's see what they're gonna do with this. Come on up and grab it. Man, I see some nice sized fish out there. I'm gonna let this sink down a little bit this time. Let it sink down to where those fish are at, and then burn it through there. Oh man, why? Man, I would have loved to have caught one with that fluke. They were hitting that fluke, guys. All right, let's see. How big is striper fishing on Lanier? So yeah, they have striper guides and everything out here. I think the biggest one caught on this lake, I think it was 47 pounds, maybe. Man, 2 hits on the fluke, but did not get them to the boat. All right, and the rain has died down a little bit over here. Still coming down a little bit, but not as bad. All right, all right. Uh-oh, here he comes. Here he comes. Come on, buddy. Ah, man, all of those fish and none of them came all the way to get it. Isn't that something? All right, let's switch back to the fluke. So we did have a little Actually, before I go back to the fluke, let's try this top water again. All right, so they're not wanting to come all the way to the top. So we'll go back to the fluke. But now that I see that I can get them to hit this fluke, I need to take a little more time to get everything set up the way that I need it to be. Let me just show you guys my fluke setup. All right, let's see. Chris says, what does Chris say? Texas Lake, big striper populations, mean offshore. Deep bite is sparse. I'm a deep ledge bite, no roamers and less giants. Okay. All right, so there we go. So this is the fluke setup that I have. I got my hook exposed, but if those are smaller fish, then they may not be getting that hook all the way in there. But that's it, guys. That is what I'm throwing on this fluke right now. I had a bunch of fish coming forward. I had like 3 hits on it, but just couldn't get them to connect. So that wasn't a good cast. Let me just get this one back in. Gonna let that drop. All right, no takers. All right, so it appears they like the action on this fluke, so might start throwing that a little bit more. All right, what is going on? The rain is slacking off a little bit. All right, there we go. Really appreciate that. Daniel says 25 likes, 22 watching. We are looking good. Clint Perry said he is like number 25. Daniel says update 26 likes, 30 watching. All right, looks good. The numbers going up and down a little bit. Let's see. Fish show response doesn't engage. Make those little changes. Yep. Got to slow it down, speed it up. Just kind of see what it is that they're warning for today. All right, let's see. Did the rain move out? All right, it looks like the rain has moved out, guys. But your partner is out here a little cold now. Now it's a little chilly. All right, we can get some decent casts with this fluke. Looks like it's ready for some action. All right, so the rain has died down. So now let's take back off and head over there where those fish were coming up on top a little earlier. Man, I'm starting to get cold out here now that I'm all wet, guys. Let me set this rod to the side because it's broke off and don't feel like retying it. Oh, it's chilly. It's chilly out here. All right, let's see. Daniel says, loving the live stream fishing. Got to go. All right, Daniel, really appreciate you for tuning in. Make sure you come back tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern. We're going to have an interesting topic live on the show tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern, guys. Each Tuesday is when we get together. I come out here, try to hit the lake at least once a week live for you guys so you can see what I'm doing out here on the lake. Hopefully give you guys some tips and things that'll help you out on your lake. But let's go ahead and pack up and we're going to roll over to this other spot now that the rain has died down. Oh man, got the sniffles. All right. Man, sitting in the wet seat. All right, so let's ease back out here where I saw these fish that were active. So we're leaving, guys. We're leaving the dam. Yesterday it was a nice kind of sunny day. That rain, I can still see it way out there in the distance. And it's still kind of drizzling, sprinkling just a little bit out here, but it's passing by. There's the storm way out there in the background. Now you guys can see that storm. If you look out that way, I think you can kind of see the blue skies that are on the way. So hopefully it'll heat up a little bit. Man, we've been out here for almost an hour just trying to avoid the rain. Haven't really got into any good fishing yet. I mean, but that's fishing, right? Sometimes you got to get out here, scout around, but you enjoy the process. Got to enjoy the process. All right, let's go ahead and get up on plane. Hit that 250. All right, there we go. There's a boat right out here. Looks like a pirate ship. It's not a pontoon. Actually, it kind of looks like somebody's dock, an entire dock, covered dock, just out here floating on the lake. But maybe that's one of the companies that is taking it to install it for somebody. Wimpy said, "Drop down and give me 20, soldier. That'll warm me up." Ah, yeah, it might. It might. I might have to do that. Henry says, "Where are you going?" I'm gonna go out here to another little spot that I was looking at right before that rain came and chased me away. Thought I could run from the rain, but it didn't quite work out the way that I was quite work out the way that I was expecting. All right, let's see. Who else do we have going on in here? He says, "Where's your umbrella hat?" You know what? I actually do have an umbrella hat. It's in the storage compartment. All right, all right. All right, so here we go. Let me show you guys what I was talking about. Can you see it back there in the background? So they're transporting, looks like they're transporting that dock. Oh yeah, oh yeah. So now the wind has calmed down, so maybe we'll be able to get the fish to cooperate. We'll see. We will see. All right, let's see where we at, guys. Where we at in the chat? Big shout out to Joe Winkler. Let me see where we're at, guys. Don't want to ease up on the wrong spot. All right, so let's hop in the chat real quick, and then we're gonna hop back up here on the front. All right, so we have. He said, "What's the problem with your tilt and trim the other day?" I don't think I had a problem with my tilt trim the other day. I don't remember that. All right, Corey says, "What's your game plan for the day?" I was gonna stay a little offshore, but man, it's getting kind of cold out here now that I got drenched in this rain. No rain suit or anything like that. Let's see. Let's see what else you guys have going on. Pat says, "I'm out in the Carolinas." No, I'm out here in Georgia. In Georgia, man. All right, so let's get back set up. I'm gonna see if these fish that we found right before the rain hit me are still out here. See if they want to come out and play. And actually, let me go ahead and get that fluke ready. What happens in some instances out here is you could just be roaming around looking for fish, and they'll come up and start hitting on top. So you want to definitely stay ready for that. What's going on? C219 Troll checking in. All right, Henry says, "What boat do you have?" I have a Z20, Nitro Z20. All right, there we go. So those fish are out that way. Let's see if I can get them to come up. There they come, guys, coming after that fluke. All right, got it, got it, got it. There we go, guys. Got a good one on the fluke. All right, let me spot lock. Oh, there we go, guys. Oh, bam, just like that. Got him with the fluke. So I'm out there. Told you guys we get out here and do a little offshore fishing today. These trocar hooks aren't. These ain't no joke with these trocar hooks. All right, so there we go. There we go. All right, so now let's go ahead and break out the Bubba scale. You guys want to take a guess on the weight? There we. All right, so this was definitely not the biggest one in the crowd in the group, but there we go. All right, what do you got? The Quante, am I saying that right? He's at 217. Jody said 17. All right, 17, 217. Anybody else want to take a guess before I put it on the scale? Anybody else want to take a guess? It was all right. I would say this was probably a teenager. It's not fully grown yet. That gives you guys some hint. Joe Winkler says 2-3. A columna says 176. Chris is 2-1. All right, let's see. I'm gonna go with 1-8. 176. I say 176. Okay, Clint Perry, 178. All right, so let's see. Let's go ahead and zero it out. We have the guesses coming in. All right, make sure you guys hit that like button. If you are just tuning in, if you have not hit the like button, We're out here having some fun, doing some offshore fishing. Hit him with the fluke. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Let's see. Look at that, guys. That one's only a 144. He's hanging out with the big dogs down there, though, because there were some big ones that were with it. Just happened to be he was a little bit faster and got to the bait a little bit faster than some of those bigger ones. But we'll see if we can get a big one out of there. So what was that? 144. So let's look in here. Who got the 144? Somebody was close, I think. I see 17. So it looks like Jody was the closest with the 17. Yep. All right, Jody. So you are the winner of the fish guessing competition. All right, go ahead and put that one back. All right, so let's hop out there again. All right, Chris said, what is the length? I didn't even measure the length. The Quante says, I'm way off. Oh yeah, that belly had you. So yeah, I mean, like I told you guys, fluke, fishing a fluke is not one of my main techniques, but it's working. So I'm definitely gonna because I can get some nice long casts with it too. So it is ideal for what I need to be targeting. Because I got a nice long cast with it. This fish came up and grabbed it. I just wish it was one of those bigger ones. A lot of times once one of these fish get it, then it pulls all the fish off of it. All right, Chris says your state law on length, please. So this one, 14 inches on this lake. On this lake is 14 inches. All right, let's go ahead and put the scale back. All right, and once again, if you could hit the like button and also consider subscribing if you are not subscribed to the channel. Man, I drifted way off from where I was at, I think. Let's see. All right, there we go. There's some more fish out that way. Oh yeah, I like that. I can get some nice cast out of here. So I'm throwing this on that high vis yellow. High vis yellow braid to 10-pound fluorocarbon. Now I have a trocar hook on here, but this hook that I have, I normally use it for my Texas rig and stuff like that, where I'm going to get a nice good hook set. So I'll probably look into getting some more finesse style hooks. For these flukes. So that way it should improve my hookup ratio. All right, there we go. All right, that was a good one. All right, I'll be back in the chat in just a second, guys. I see some fish out here that I may want to come out and play. So when they want to play, let's see if they'll come out and play with me. All right, we're going to change it up, see if I can get one to come up and hit on top. All right, let's hop back into the chat. Keep my spot lock ready. All right, what are you guys talking about in the chat? Yeah, so that was a few good guesses came in. All right, A columnist says, Chris, 12-inch, except on that lake, it's 14. That is correct. Right, that was a spotted bass. All right, Big Ivy said, Money, you live right now? Oh, yeah. What's going on, Big Ivy? I'm live right now. All right, let's see. That was a spot. Yep. He caught one. Notice he hasn't mentioned being cold. Catching cures. I'm still shaking a little bit. I'm still warming up just a little bit. All right, so those fish are setting back up out there. Let's see if they'll come up on top. I don't think they're in a top water mood just yet. All right. Let me get the fluke back ready. Got to keep it in my hand. Got to keep working with it so I can get better with it. Because when the situation calls for it, I want to be ready. All right, let's move to another spot, guys. These fish, they're like, hey, he hurt little Georgie's mouth. I don't want that to happen to me, so I'm going to go back home and hide. So they're not cooperating anymore. So let's pack up and roll. Let's roll out. All right, so we're going to go take a look at another spot. Oh, man. Yeah, it is a little chilly out here. And the rain is coming back. Let's see, where can we go? Where should we go? I think we're going to head out this way. All right, Chris says sunny in Texas. It is sunny in Texas. It's not sunny out here right now. All right, really appreciate everybody for tuning in. Let's head over to another location. Let's try something different. The water level is a little down, so I'm gonna go to a spot that's a little deeper, but since the water is down, maybe those fish will come up to the top. All right, we're heading into the rain. All right. Gonna try another little area. Gonna keep that fluke in my hand. Seems like that might be the ticket. All right, yes, sir. We're out here bass hunting right now. Come on, buddy. Hit it, hit it. Had a bunch of followers, but no takers. All right, let's try something different. See if they'll come up top. All right, let's head back in a little bit. All right, what are you guys talking about in the chat? We have any more people tuning in? Make sure you hit the like button on your way in. Really, really appreciate it. All right, Eastbound Dog says, have you tried the winged fluke? I have not tried that before. All right, Clint Perry says, is it low pressure versus high pressure a proven thing? I mean, I think some people live by that barometric pressure. All right, who is that? Megadon says, I'm calling 4-pounder next fish he catches. Oh my goodness, not the 4-pounder. All right, what does Emery say? Where you're fishing looks like you got perfect conditions, man. It could be perfect conditions if I wasn't already wet from getting caught out here in the rain with no rain suit. I am out here on Lake Lanier fishing for some spotted bass. All right, let's put this fluke back in action. Actually, let's see. We're rolling out a little bit further than where I was expecting to be. Let's change course a little bit. So we're gonna head out a little bit farther. Now that the wind has died down, let me bring you guys up here with me a little bit closer. All right, so you ever fished Gunnersville in Alabama? Yes, sir. I won a mega bass out there on Gunnersville, throwing my buzz jet. Anybody that's followed the channel knows that that buzz jet is one of my top baits. I won a mega bass jackpot on Lake Gunnersville. If you search MoneyBass Gunnersville on YouTube, you will see some of the videos that I have from fishing tournaments out there, and also that was the lake where I almost sank. My boat was sinking when I was out there. Got caught in a bad storm, and it was ugly. It was ugly. Those waves can get pretty brutal out there on Lake Lanier. All right, let's see. Yeah, just search Money Bass almost sank on Lake Gunnersville. All right, let me try something right here. Now those down about 35 feet. Let me try to get on something a little bit more shallow, and where I can see some suspended fish. And if you have not hit the subscribe button, consider subscribing to the channel. We will be live tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern. Have an interesting topic that I'll let you guys, how we do. Get some feedback from you guys. We'll have the live polls going on. We'll have the live chat, and then we'll also have the call-in link that will allow you guys to call into the show, voice your thoughts and opinions on different topics and things that are going on, and the specific topic that we will be discussing. All right, I see a bunch of bait fish out there. Okay. Coming up on some potential customers. They look like they might want some fluke. Like, Money Bass, you got that fluke with you? I'm like, oh yeah, I got some fluke action for you. All right, and there they go. Let's see. Did I get a good enough cast? Cast looks decent. Okay, let me get this back in and resend this cast out there to them. All right. Wasn't able to get any of those to participate. But we're still looking. We're still looking. All right, let's see what you guys talking about in the chat. Chad says you ever fish Gunnersville. Already got that one. All right, what's going on? Chad said he's gonna check out that Gunnersville video. The rain is coming back, guys. The rain is coming back. And the wind. The wind is picking up now. Let's see what these fish will do with a drop shot. Sometimes they cooperate, sometimes they don't. But we'll check it out and see what happens today. All right, they're down there. But do they want a drop shot? All right, here we go. Let's see. Do we have anybody that wants to come out and play? I thought it was going to be a nice sunny day today. What's going on, Chris? We have Chris Phillips. Shout out to the Money Team. Those are the members of the channel. If anybody's interested in becoming a member and supporting the channel, just click that join button. It'll give you a little bit of some information. Make sure you guys tune in tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern. Have a nice, interesting topic. So if you are subscribed to the channel, you'll receive the notification. Yeah, we should have some fun with this one. We'll have the live polls. We will have the call in link that will allow you guys to call in, and I'll bring you up on the screen so you can let me know your thoughts on the topic that we're talking about. All right, so right now there are fish directly under the boat, so I just have a drop shot down there, just shaking it, shaking it, shaking it, waiting to see if they want to pick it up. But it looks like nobody wants to cooperate. They're like, nah, we don't want that drop shot. We'll see. You never know. Man, it's a bunch of fish down there, but they're just not taking it. They're not taking it. All right, let's try changing the bait out real quick. See if that will make a difference. Just gonna try a different color on them. Sometimes that's all it takes. All right, so let's see who else we have checking in. Bass Fishing 336 says Gunnersville is way over pressured. Yes, that is true. I don't really like making that long trip out to that lake anymore. Let's see. I watch a few different guys who fish, live there. They don't catch much. Same here. Yeah, when I go there, I don't catch much. I try to catch some good ones. What's going on? We have Texas Snoop checking in. Really appreciate you tuning into the live stream. Make sure you guys hit the like button on the way in. And if you are not subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing. And be sure to tune in tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern. We will be talking about some an interesting topic that I think some of you will have some interesting perspectives on. So I'll drop the call in link, let some of you guys come up, speak your piece like we normally do. We'll do some live polls. So we will have some fun with it. All right, I'm just drop shotting right now, guys. Just drop shotting. All right, Bass Fishing 336 says double tap the screen. That's right, double tap that screen. Let's see if we can get up to 40 likes, guys. We only need 3. I'm pretty sure somebody that's watching hasn't hit that like button yet. So if you hit that like button, just drop the number of like that you are when you hit that button. We just need 3 more likes. Let's see if we can hit 40 likes. Generally don't cast my drop shot because it seems like I get hung up a lot. Man, these conditions today, it's kind of chilly out here. Mask off fishing, that's right. Drop shot like the good old days. That's right. Man, I love those days when I could pick up this drop shot. If I saw a fish, it was pretty much a done deal. But nowadays, that is not the way that it works. These fish are kind of keen on the drop shot. And that right there, I can feel it. Yeah. Let me go over here and make sure I don't get completely hung up. I can feel it tapping on something. Make sure I can get this loose so I don't have to break off my drop shot. All right, there we go. Got it out. I don't know if you guys can see it, but we have a striper fisherman. Somebody was asking about striper fishing. So let's see, can you see him? There you go. So we have striper fishermen out here. They have some pretty good sized stripers on this lake. But right now I'm over a nice school of bass that don't want to cooperate. I see one going down to it. So right now I'm using my sonar and I'm using my live imaging both at the same time. But really, I mainly just use my sonar whenever I'm out offshore drop shot. You can track the fish and everything in real time. All right, looks like the rain is returning. Tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern. Make sure you guys tune in. We will have a very interesting topic. I will drop the call in link that will allow you guys to call in. I'll bring you up on the screen so that you can share your thoughts and opinions on the topic. We'll also do live polls. So it'll be a great time each week, Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern. Make sure you guys tune in tonight. That's all she wrote for today. This rain is coming back, and I do not want to get caught out here in the rain again, guys. All right, see you tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern.